guys, welcome to my first ever video of YouTube channel. Since this is my first video, I'm super duper excited to share what I have in store for you guys. Talking about this video, I'll be discussing what has proved the biggest trade for me in the year of 2020 in terms of profit percentage as well as in terms of absolute profit. So I'll be discussing all the rationale behind it, what made me get into that trade, and why what were the possibilities that led to the positive way of that trade. So yes, we'll be discussing about that, so hop in, get ready for the ride. At the same time, please do subscribe my channel for all the latest videos that will be I'll be posting from here on, and do press the bell icon as well to get the updates. So here it is, guys. This is the Excel sheet that I keep for myself with all the stocks that I trade for my record. And as you can see, why I'm excited about this trade, to tell you that this is the best profit gain that I have received in the year of 2020 on a single trade. So you can see that this is the gain of 91% that I have received on Cybertech with the holding period of around 2 months, from 8th of October to around 17th of December. So yeah, the price movement that I saw was from 84 to 160 odd levels. So the buy price was around 80 levels, and selling price was around 160 levels. So yeah, this was the best trade of 2020 for me. And yeah, so we'll be discussing this trade in detail on the charts as well. So why the setup was clear, was a better possibility for me for a good trade, why I saw a good possibility in that trade. So yeah, we'll be discussing in detail about that. And so yeah, let's move to the charts now. Here is the chart for Cybertech Systems from the starting of its journey on the exchanges. As you can see, it started its journey from the year of 99 and moved around 660 odd levels, right, 660 odd levels in the year of 2000, 2001. And from that time frame, it stayed in the very narrow range for around 1.5 decade, right. So it stayed in that narrow range around 2017 and 18. It again saw an up move with good volumes. There was surge in volumes, and the price action was behaving to the volumes as well. So in 2020, when it came on my radar, as you can see on where the cursor is showing, that there was surge in the volumes again after a very very silent period in the volume section, right. So it came into my radar because of the volumes as well as the price action. So what I saw was that there were two peaks in 2017 and 2018, sorry, 16 and 18 to be precise. So I drew this trend line matching the peaks of both the prices which we saw in 18 and 16. This is called a trend line, as you might know. So in order to make sure that I know of the breakout point which at which I will be looking to get into this trade, right. So yeah, this was the trend line that I made, and it was intersecting the chart at this point and on this day. So we'll be moving to the daily time frame, just to show you when the trend line crossed the graph. As you can see now, this is the purple line, the trend line from the peaks of 2017 and 18. Here you will be able to see the volume numbers, right. So on 8th on this day, this is 7th of October, the volume, as you can see here over here, was 17 lakhs, 1.7 millions, right. If we'll see the average volumes of the last 50 days as well, on this day the volumes were, here you can see the number, on 7th of October it was the volumes were around 2 lakhs, you can say, and the actual volumes on this day were 17 lakhs, which were like more than 8 times, which is quite a huge number. So this is kind of a green signal if you are a buy trader, right. So on 8th of October as well, you'll see that the volumes were huge. as compared to 2.5 lakhs, which were the 50 day volumes, and the volumes were 27 lakhs on this day. So, and at the same time it crossed the trend line, uh, right? So it crossed the trend line around 80 mark, but I wanted to be sure that there is an up move, so I waited for a couple of bucks more it to rise, and when it reached around 84-85 levels, I thought that yes, this is the confirm zone that I want to buy into this trade. So I bought the trade on 84-85 levels on this particular day, on the 8th of October, right? So after that, though I thought that it will be going up from here, ideally, but on the next couple of days it saw a reversal by going down, though the volumes on the down days were very less, around 7 lakhs and 3 lakhs on the other day, uh, which were very less as compared to the previous day volumes. So I was not too much concerned about the down move. So this could be a part of a reversal, a small reversal, or maybe tennis ball action. So I carried my position for the next days, and what we saw for the next 3 days were huge volumes in the stock. From the next day was 2.1 millions, 2.1 millions again, 1.8 million again, right? So though the stock did not move that much in those days, but yeah, there was an up move with strong volumes. So that was, I was very positive about it, right? So but after that, it uh, it it had gone into that consolidation zone of very tight price range with extremely low volumes, as you can see over here, right? So again, it was a very positive sign, though the price has come down, but this was consolidating around a very tight range, you can say. If you'll see this trend line as well, it was consolidating, the price was consolidating around that line. Also, what I saw was, if we'll plot if we'll see the action of the stock for a very short span of time, from 7th of October to 15th of October, the stock had a move of around 66 odd percentages in the six sessions, which was in the 8 days. So it's a very positive move. Also, if we'll see from this day, from 4th of September to 15th of October, there was a move over 100% in less than 6 weeks, to in 28 sessions, right? So this move is somewhere related to a pattern which is called a power play pattern, which as per Mark Minervini is called power play pattern, in which stock gives an up move of a very high up move around 80, 100%, or more than 100% in a very short span of time, around 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, like that, right? So after that, it goes into consolidation for a short span of time, then it gains an up move again after that consolidation. So if we'll see, as you can see, that there is an up move of 100% in the last 6 weeks from this point of time. So what I did was, I mapped Fibonacci from this point to this point, just to see where the price is consolidating. So as you can see, the price was again consolidating in that tight range around that line of Fibonacci, and while searching for a pivot point to again buy into this trade, I matched the peak to the lowest peak in the cup to get to a pivot point, right? So as you can see, this point comes out to be around 87, right? So this was confirmed on this day. This level was confirmed on this day, as you can see, on this particular day of 9th of November. I'll show it by zooming. Yeah, on this particular day on 2nd of November, you can see the, sorry, not on 2nd, on 9th of November, you can see the line was showing the price range of 87 rupees, and the stock also showed a resistance of around 87 rupees, and from that point it came down and consolidated again in that range, right? And the volume has gone down, which is a positive sign. So around on this day, on 1st of December, it showed again 86.35, but again went down and consolidated. On 11th of December, to be precise, we saw an up move of around 17% again in stock when it crossed this line or this consolidation resistance zone. There was an up move of 17% with good volumes of 2 millions, right? So this was confirmed that it has again started its up move. So on the next few days, for the next couple of days or 3 days, it was going up with almost with like all the power it had, logged in upper circuit for next 3 days, on 14th, 15th, and 16th. Though the volumes were very less as compared to the previous days, this was, I guess, due to the fact that it was logged uh, from the starting point, on the starting time of the market in the upper circuit. So the buyers or the sellers were getting a very lesser time to get into this trade. So yes, there were less volumes on these days. So on 17th of December, it started its journey from the locked in state of upper circuit, but after some time, that it was showing erratic behavior. Why? Because it was going down again, getting up, down, up, down. So it was not very fixed in the upper circuit, or not, neither it was coming down, right? So I that was a red flag in my mind. So because the stock has already risen from the levels of 50 rupees to around what will say 160 odd levels, and it has seen 200 plus moves in very less span of time. So I was very cautious about it. So that was the reason I got out of this trade around 160 odd levels, and I thought that if it'll show the strength again, then I can get back into the trade again on maybe next couple of days, or maybe on the same day as well. So yes, I got out at around 160 odd levels from this trade around here, and it went on to close around the levels of 140 on the same day. So for the next 2 days, it was going up and down, trading between the ranges of 125 to 140. And on the third day, with slightly lesser volumes compared to the earlier ones, it again was locked in 10% upper circuit. So that was a good up move that got me excited to get into this trade again, but I resisted myself just to see whether there is an up move or not. Because okay, I'll discuss the reason why I did not take another position in that after it showed an up move of 10% on this particular day. So I'll discuss that reason as well. So before that, I'll just to show it up, it again showed an 100% up move, right? So this could be again a power play setup. It was a good setup for a power play. I'll show it to you by plotting Fibonacci series on this chart. Just a second. So here it is. This is the Fibonacci chart, right? So it was a good setup. We could have taken another position in that. Around around 145, 150 odd levels. I could have taken another position, but I resisted myself, and it went on to around 182 levels. And from that levels, it is consolidating, or it has gone down, I'll say, to the current price of 121 rupees on today, which is 22nd February 2021. So yes, now discussing about the people who would have taken a position at 146 odd levels. They could have sold it around 180 odd levels, or maybe when the price was going down, they could have sold it around these levels, or maybe stopped out around 146, 140 odd levels, right? They could have been a couple of cases. to see around that. But to discuss why I did not take a position that after this up move was this particular bar. The down day had a volume of around 2.6 millions, which was the highest uh, since the stock started its up move. As you can see, the red bar here is the highest one from the starting of the up move, right? So this showed me a red flag that I should not take another position in that. Or if I would have taken another position, that I would have taken a stop loss around 140 rupees odd level, there would have been a short loss, I'll say, or maybe a small profit as well, if I would have sold it around 160 170 levels. But still I resisted because of this single bar. So yes, this was the entire scenario why I had taken a position, why there was an up move of such a stock which like played perfectly for me. uh, the the trend line, the power play series, both in conjugation uh, gave me a good trade, which was the best trader for me in 2020. That's pretty much it, guys. That's all I had for this today's video. I hope you liked it and learned something out of it. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon as well to get a notification as soon as I upload a video from here on. So that's all. See you in my next.